Wait a second, before we jump in, let me hit you with a question that could turn your world upside down. What if I told you that the hit series Squid Game isn't just edge-of-your-seat entertainment? It's a mirror reflecting the brutal financial game millions of us are forced to play every day. Picture this: hundreds of desperate people, drowning in debt, fighting, scheming, sacrificing everything, not just for a jackpot, but for survival. It's not just a show. For millions across the globe, this is life under financial pressure, taken to a chilling extreme. And the scariest part? The game is real. Over the next while, we're going to uncover the rules, expose the traps, and show you how to break free, and it starts right now. Stay with me, because this could be the moment you take control. You wake up, clock in, chase paychecks, juggle bills, dodge debt collectors, and maybe, just maybe, you survive another month. You're told to work hard, save every penny, live below your means. It's the mantra drilled into us since childhood, a promise that effort will set you free. But no matter how much you cut back, skipping that morning coffee, canceling that streaming service, the bills keep piling up, interest rates climb, and the system stays rigged. Sound like a game you didn't sign up for? That's because it is. Welcome to the real Squid Game, where the stakes are your financial future, and the house always wins, unless you learn to play smarter. In Squid Game, players are handpicked for one reason: desperation. Overdue debts. Mounting medical bills. Family obligations they can't escape. They're lured by a glimmer of hope, a chance to wipe the slate clean with a $38 million prize. In real life, it's the same story. Financial stress pushes people into predatory loans with 300% interest rates, risky gig jobs with no security, or endless side hustles that leave them burned out. Take Sarah, a single mom from Ohio. After a car accident left her with $15,000 in medical bills, she turned to a payday loan. The interest ballooned to $5,000 in 6 months, trapping her in a cycle she couldn't escape. Or consider Ahmed, a delivery driver in California, who took a $10,000 personal loan at 20% interest to cover his daughter's tuition. Now he owes $14,000 and works 70 hours a week. This is the first rule of the game: desperation is the entry fee, and the house collects the interest. And the rules? Just as brutal as the fictional ones. If you can't pay your rent, you're out, evicted to the streets with no safety net. Miss a payment on your car? Game over, the repo men haul it away, leaving you stranded. One illness, one accident, one layoff, and you lose everything. There are no second chances in poverty. Just like in Squid Game, failure isn't a setback, it's a death sentence for your financial dreams. Take James, a factory worker from Michigan. One factory closure left him jobless. With no savings and a $500 monthly car payment, he fell behind. The bank repossessed his car, and without transportation, he couldn't find new work. His credit score tanked to 400, and the debt followed him like a shadow. This isn't a game with a reset button, it's a one-way slide into despair, and the clock never stops ticking. Now here's the twist most people miss: the ones who survive the system aren't the strongest. They're the ones who change the game. In Squid Game, the winner isn't the toughest fighter, it's the one who outsmarts the rules, who sees the angles others miss. Financial freedom isn't about playing by the same old script. It's about learning how to own the board. That means becoming an investor, not just an earner. Building assets that work for you, not just hours you trade for pennies. Studying the system, taxes, credit, income streams, until you can spot the traps before you step into them. It's not about brute force, it's about strategy. And that strategy starts with waking up to the truth. Let's peel back the layers. The financial Squid Game has been running for generations, rooted in a system that favors those who already have. Take taxes. Did you know the poorest 20% of Americans pay up to 20% of their income in combined taxes, while the top 1% pay just 7.4%? Jeff Bezos paid zero federal income tax in 2007, borrowing against his stock instead of selling, as ProPublica revealed. Elon Musk did the same in 2018. Meanwhile, you're taxed on every hour you grind. It's a game where the rules are written by the winners, and they're not sharing the playbook. Historically, this started with the U.S. income tax in 1913, designed to target the wealthy but quickly skewed by loopholes for the connected. By the 1980s, tax cuts and deductions favored corporations and investors, leaving workers to foot the bill. Then there's debt, the invisible player that stalks you. Credit card companies offer 0% APR teasers, then jack rates to 25% when you miss a payment. Student loans bury young graduates under $40,000 on average, with interest compounding like a ticking bomb. In 2024, total U.S. student debt hit $1.7 trillion, chaining a generation to payments. Medical debt? One surgery can cost $50,000, and bankruptcy follows if insurance fails. In 2023, over 530,000 Americans filed for bankruptcy due to medical bills alone. Predatory lending targets the vulnerable. Payday loans with 400% APRs trap people like flies in amber. This isn't a game of chance, it's a rigged lottery where the house holds all the cards. And inflation? It's the silent enforcer, a rule baked into the game. Prices rise, rent jumps 10%, groceries soar 20%, while wages stagnate at 2 to 3% annual growth. A landlord's $1 million property grows to $1.1 million with 10% inflation, while your rent hike pays for his vacation home. The rich own the assets that inflate, you're left scrambling to keep up. The Federal Reserve pumps money into markets, boosting stocks for the wealthy, $5 trillion in stock buybacks in 2023 alone, while your dollar buys less bread. It's a rule of the game, the poor fund the rich's gains, and the cycle tightens. But the most insidious rule is the mental trap. You're conditioned to accept this as normal. Work harder, they say. Save more, they preach. Yet the system punishes effort and rewards ownership. You're taught to fear the IRS, to chase refunds like they're a prize, to feel shame when you can't keep up. Meanwhile, billionaires who dodge taxes are called geniuses. It's a psychological game, keep the players distracted, compliant, and broke. Advertising bombards you with buy now, pay later schemes, while media owned by the rich spins tales of luxury to keep you dreaming instead of doing. So how do you win? You don't survive, you dominate. Financial freedom starts with rewriting the rules. It's about becoming the house, not the player. That means building assets, real estate, stocks, businesses, that generate income while you sleep. It means mastering the system's tools, taxes, credit, investments. Take Maria, a nurse who started investing $100 a month in an S&P 500 index fund. After 20 years at 7% growth, she had $45,000, money her employer's 2% raise could never match. Or John, a freelancer who opened an LLC, deducted $2,000 in equipment, and saved $500 in taxes to reinvest. Or Lisa, a teacher who rented out a spare room for $400 a month, turning a liability into an asset. Small moves, big wins. Let's break it down into steps you can take today. First, educate yourself. Learn the tax code. Deductions like home office expenses or self-employment write-offs can save you thousands. A $1,000 laptop for your side hustle? Deductible. Second, build credit. Pay off small debts to boost your score, move from 600 to 700 and unlock better loan rates, saving thousands over time. Third, start investing. Open a Roth IRA or brokerage account with platforms like Vanguard or Fidelity. Even $50 a month at 7% grows to $20,000 in 20 years. Fourth, create multiple income streams. A side hustle like selling crafts on Etsy or tutoring online can add $500 a month. Reinvent that into stocks or real estate. Fifth, protect your wealth. Use tax-advantaged accounts like HSAs for medical costs. $3,850 contribution in 2025 is tax-free. Sixth, network. Join online communities or local meetups to learn from others who've escaped the game. These aren't dreams, they're strategies the rich use daily, and now they're yours. But here's the catch, the system fights back. Lobbyists spend $500 million yearly to carve out tax breaks for corporations. Amazon dodged $7.2 billion in 2021, while you cover the gap with payroll taxes. Politicians, funded by billionaires, write laws that protect the elite. Think of the 2017 Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, which slashed corporate rates from 35% to 21%. Media, owned by the wealthy like Rupert Murdoch's News Corp, distracts you with scandals and reality TV. They don't want you to win. They want you playing, forever. So how do you beat them? You build a movement. Imagine 1 million people learning these strategies. 10 million taking control, one investment at a time. That's not just a win, it's a revolution. Financial freedom isn't given, it's seized. You don't have to do it alone. This channel, Has 2 Barrack is your guide out of the Squid Game. We'll give you tools, expose traps, and build your mindset, step by step, asset by asset. We'll bring you stories like Tom, a janitor who saved $200 a month for 15 years, bought a rental property, and now earns $800 monthly passive income. Or Emily, a barista who learned day trading, turning $1,000 into $5,000 in a year. These are your peers, your proof. Let's make it personal. What's your first move? Open a savings account? Cut a $10 subscription you don't use? Sell that old phone for $50 and invest it? Drop a comment with your plan, I'll be here to cheer you on. Share this with someone trapped in the game, they deserve a way out. Hit that subscribe button, because we're dropping truth bombs weekly to help you escape. Join the Has 2 Barrack community, let's build together. This isn't a game. It's your life. And it's time to win, not by surviving, but by building. Take that step today. Together, we can rewrite the rules, break the cycle, and claim what's yours. See you next time. This video is for educational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. Always consult a licensed financial advisor before making any investment decisions.